11, let's start it out. First thing I did was I looked around. I went into the house to craft some stuff, but I realized that the house looked terrible, so let's fix it. I started by fixing the ground and, the roof. Because every time on the downstairs when we would wake up, we'd start suffocating, so we needed to fix this by redoing the roof. So we redid it by, I made this cute loft, but we did it by placing slabs, but you'll get to see us place slabs right about in a few minutes. So I placed some stairs for the loft to get up. I froze still for a few minutes. La la la. I didn't realize that Xavier had placed these slabs because I was confused, like, why are there slabs? But then I realized, oh, my bad. So I talked to him and I told him that we should fix it. So I decided to craft some more slabs for us. Next thing I did was I brought them up and I began to break and place. After testing, we went back down and we broke one more block to make sure it was good. Next thing we did was we tested out the roof to make sure it was all good. Then we broke everyone's beds and moved them up there. Easy as pie. Me and Xavier will share up the loft, while Rafi, Izzy, and Riley will share the other side. So we broke their beds and brought them upstairs, like usual. I placed some cobblestone out here for a nice path. Well, I don't know why I placed that there. So I brought them up, and then I placed Rafi and Riley's beds next to each other, since they're besties. And then I went downstairs to go outside and figure out how to use a water bucket. I kept complaining since water wouldn't go in the bucket when I tried it. Later in the video, Xavier told me that you have to go to the main source on top of the water. So I kept trying and trying, but no water came into the bucket. I don't know why, but eventually I figured out how. But later. Pick up the water. Oh, we're just sitting here now. Come on, wake up. Yes, very good. So, grab water. I tried grabbing it. Okay guys, so right now I'm just finding some wood, and I'm teleporting people since, there's sheets in this world and it just is easier for everyone. So we're exploring, and I tried to pick up water constantly. It does not work. For me, it's hard. But I went back to wood mining since I was really bored and no one would help me to learn how you grab water. So I crafted some wood, grabbed that plank, and I planted some oak saplings. Next thing I did was I took my ink sac and tried to see what I could create with it. Nothing really. I searched ink, nothing appeared. I kept looking at stuff that I could make, and I decided to kill a baby pig and do a lot more. I think now we're on night 11. Right now I created 2 chests to place. Then I took some wood and I started to organize all the food, because there's a food chest for all of our treasuries, and a wood chest to keep all our wood in. So I had some signs to label each one: ores, wood. Next thing I did was I went to sleep. Go to bed. No! Go to bed. Everyone was forcing each other to go to bed. No one likes to go to bed here. Everyone should sleep once in a while, right? So I stored all of our treasuries into the chests. Next thing I did was start organizing the food. Don't eat raw and flesh, it's bad. I saw what I could cut, and then I started storing up the wood chest with all our wood. I took some dirt and I filled up that hole from earlier. Next thing I did was I collected all the leftover saplings and I looked for a nice spot to plant them. Then I tried to collect water again. It was a fail! And I used some seed. I said hi to the sheep and I tried to pick up water again. Look how hard this is. It's so difficult. So I looked at Xavier's sign, and then I realized I can light up the signs. So then I lit up our signs. I made a path to get, I need to place with dirt and la la la. Thought that was a good idea. Then I decided to pick the hole in my inventory and start mowing it all down. After mowing, I got back to the path. We made this path so things just look easier and things are closer to everyone. Placed some dirt down for more of the path. Next thing I did was I went inside and I did some materials. I put in the wood. I made some fences and a fence gate because Riley had got her pet Chiquioso. And I made a path for them, but Riley said the leash had broke and I tried to lead him, but we both died. Ouch. Next thing I did was I filled up the roof, all those gaps, because I don't know what exploded there. Maybe it was Raffy or something. Then I took a lead and I gave them to Riley, but then everyone was like getting hurt and all that. Next, Xavier showed me how to get water. I was super happy. I told him thanks. So we were racing each other to the top of this mountain because we both each needed some water. I gave the leads to Riley, but then Xavier took them again, so we had to give them back to Riley. It's just a big process. And yeah, after that, Xavier told me to place the water through this hole, and he would do the rest. So I tried to go to bed, and I said, go to bed. After going to bed, everyone said goodnight. We were only 4 to 5 players with us. And yes, there's no roof. Then it was the next morning on day 12, I think. Let me check. 'Twas day 12 that we learned how to pick up water. So at first, I didn't know. But then Xavier kept screaming, Avery, you go to the main source. So I went to the main source, but he beat me to it. My own instructor. So this time I beat him to this waterfall. So I can get some revenge on him. But I trapped him down there on accident, maybe. Yeah. So then I filled up our garden. I took Xavier's water, but he told me to put it back. I think he said because that's how you make infinite water. That's what he said, at least. I think. Yeah. So I filled up with cobblestone, and then I placed some more dirt. I checked my battery percent because, Minecraft's a game that wastes battery, right? So I took a hoe and I started farming up the dirt that Xavier had caused. I realized there was a big gap in the bridge, so I had to go and get some wood to fill it out. So after I finished hoeing, I went into the house and I grabbed some wood to fill up that gap. Riley had a pet cow in there. Don't know why. But Xavier had already filled it up. He beat me to it. Again. Another thing he beats me at. So I created some more fences. And I placed them all around the outside. Fences are really helpful. They make just everything look nicer. So we placed down some fencing for all around. And I tried to make a bridge, but I ran out of fence. So I went inside to craft some more fences and fence gates. After that, Riley said she was on her way with a pig, so I had to start making a pig pen. I wasted my fence. Then Xavier and I had an argument about bones. The reason why we had this argument is because Xavier kept saying, we need bones. And I said, what for? And he's like, just for something. And so he's like trying to make me add mobs to the game. And I'm like, nah, it's 100 days peaceful cheats survival. We got this. I don't even know why we have a garden, just to be cool, I guess. Yeah. So I teleported some people to me. And then that was day 12. It was time for bed. Go to bed, go to bed, go to bed, go to bed, bed. Next, no one wanted to go to bed. Take it, I did. Izzy made too many swords, and at night, I don't think we even slept. We just did a bunch of teleporting, and yeah. We went to bed, and we said go to bed, finally, at like 2 a.m. in the morning. Oh my gosh. Next thing we did, now on day 13, I started to fix this bridge. It was terrible, so I needed to fix it. I added this really cute lamp to it, but I thought this is just ugly, so I need more fence. A bunch of fence crafting, right? Next thing I did was I made a bunch of fences, and I placed them all around. I realized it was too down low, so I had to extend with some, I climbed onto my dirt, and I extended, added to the side, and added these really cute lanterns, and it just looked awesome. Next thing I did was I went all the way up a ladder. This is how we get to the trees, and how we get the tree saplings and all that, and how we get to the local lake and all those flowers. We made this system when we first started. Next thing I did was I grabbed some water and I made my journey back. I teleported some people. No problem, of course. I mean, yeah. So I started to climb back up, and I went back up the ladder. I went racing. Then I fell down this. I went back for Izzy because Izzy said she needed something. I don't know what she needed. And we finally arrived. After finally arriving, I tried to make this area really nice because Izzy, I follow you. Follow her channel, of course. It's called X Izzy if you want to check it out. She does amazing art videos. So I placed these diorite slabs, but I need more. So I made some. I cutted some diorite up from the mines. But I realized when I finally finished it how ugly it looked. So I'm gonna redo it. I think of making a sand area from like those really cute Minecraft YouTubers. They make these really cute sand areas, and like they're so adorable. So I thought, why not make one of my own? Rafi edited her character appearance. Why is that so hard to say? Then I took some more fence, and day 13 was coming to an end. I put in some signs around to label everything, but then I realized this path was too ugly, so I began to fix. After fixing for a little bit, I realized it needs to look way better. So we went to bed on day 13. La 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 la. Season's greetings to be jolly. La 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 Quiet down, chorus. Okay, now we're on day 13. In day 13, I wanted to complete my mission to finish this path to get to all the animals. So I placed some diorite down, and then I realized the garden not the garden, underneath the stairs looked plain. The carpet was floating. Oh my gosh, why can't it be perfect like I need it to? So then And then I began to place some birch down. I used some lightning rods from this material I found in the cave. I placed down some torches, and I did lots of my business. I placed some torches down on the farm, redid that pole part. Then I placed some torches all over the fence. I kept finding all these piggy signs all over all over our house. So I broke them, and then I placed them to be like decorative. Then I made some fencing, and Riley said all the way from far away, she was right next to me in real life, but in Minecraft, she found another Chickioso. Remember Chickioso, guys, from earlier? One sec. And that was the dramatic Chickioso scene. So we're building his pen again. For another Chickioso, I placed down the gate and added some torches. Riley said to build a roof on top since Chickioso can fly, so I did. And when Riley was trying to lead him in, this is where the dramatic part happened. That was so sad. I had worked so hard on this pen, and Riley just kills Chickioso. Oh my gosh, why, Riley? Why? I replanted the seeds in a better orderly order. Next thing I did was I tried to get more seeds, because you know these things in Minecraft, you can mine them and they'll sometimes drop seeds. But I wasn't lucky at all that day, and I didn't get anything. I think we're on day 13, just to be sure. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we're on day 13. And I crafted a fence gate since, we were trapped inside. So now Rafi had a fence gate to get out. Well, this house is for everybody. Of course it is. Everyone should live there. Then I found another piggy sign on the sheep pen. Our house, Then I wrote R.I.P. Chickioso. Everyone loved him. I listened, we should have put a feather there, but we never got a chance to do it. I never made an item frame for it. So next thing I did, I saw Xavier make a baby of the sheep. So I tried to bring apples there, and it did not work. Also, guys, if you're wondering why the apples look so different, it's because I have a texture pack on Minecraft right now. Next thing I did was I went back and I put the apples back and I organized everything in the food drawer. Then it was time for bed. And that was the end of day 13. And I woke up in the middle of the night because that night we just didn't feel like sleeping. Me and Xavier felt like mining, late night mining, because why not? Riley and Rafi stayed behind so we know what time it would be. So we began mining. I found a buttload of coal because, yes, we need all that for torches, all those torches that you need. Because in Minecraft, it gets really dark in the caves. And I found another buttload of coal. I mean, how much coal are we going to find today? I'm already at 19. Then I found another buttload of coal. But then I had to use my iron pickaxe for it since I ran out of pickaxes, so I needed this one. So I started mining this other buttload of coal that I found. Then I had 41 coal in my inventory. Then I fell down this rabbit hole, and then I noticed that I was in another mineshaft area, and I found even more coal. I was at 47 coal, 54. Izzy was like, why is it so hard to find coal? So I found some coal for her. Now we just needed to get back up to the top. I don't know where I am. Please, I really need. Okay, when I get back up to the surface, I will give you coal. It will be in the ore chest. So then that meant I had to get back up to the surface. So I started to work my way out. But then I reached a dead end, so I had to teleport myself. You have 28 coal in the chest, but then Izzy started yelling at me because I teleported her and she found a bunch of diamonds on my bed. I told her I'm really sorry. Please don't be mad. And she said she's not mad. I just thought you understand. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, Izzy. So then she went into her house and blocked me off. But I had her coal. So I gave her coal and I said, you're welcome. Next thing I did was I went back into the mines. No, I did not. I'm kidding. I don't want to go back in there after yesterday. So next thing I did was I got some raw gold hang on. Okay, I just checked and we're on day 14 right now. So I found this lava pit and I found a bunch of iron down here. I found more iron, but Riley and Rafi started this club called the Diamond Finding Club, where they try and find as much ore as possible. I kept finding a bunch of iron, I found a bunch of iron, but I didn't want to tell them so they wouldn't steal from me. And then I found a buttload of it because, I need that money for that. So I raced back up as fast as I could so they didn't notice that I had iron in my inventory. They're always checking. So I fell back down, took some damage, and then I tried to steal all this water. I never grabbed it eventually. I noticed that a few minutes later. So Xavier made a waterfall for us. I grabbed that coal, and I started bridging. I need to get back up. And I was stuck. I started bridging from there, and I died, of course. Then I made a furnace, my own furnace, so Riley and Rafi won't steal my stuff, and my stuff started cooking. Check out how satisfying it is to watch this iron, the arrow for the iron just cook. Look at that. Okay, now I found this chiseled block, so then I cut stoned it and made it cooler. This is the satisfying part. I hope you guys enjoy this. Next thing I did was check my battery percent because, Minecraft wastes battery. And then what I did next was I found a bunch of wood and I started to craft a bunch more. Because why not? Quick music breaks, because why not? I crafted some shears and I checked on my gold, because why not? Next thing I did was I took my gold and I smelted it. I decided to show Xavier, and then I decided to craft gold boots out of it. Because why not? Queen, yes. I should have made a helmet probably, but check that out. Then I stored the rest of my gold and iron in there. I teleported some people, and then I placed down another furnace since Riley was mad and Xavier was using the only one that we had. So I placed down another one. I powered it with some wooden slabs, and then I did some wood mining because we were out of wood and we had a whole ton. So after doing a lot of wood mining, I went back inside and I made some wood blocks. After crafting a bunch of sticks and all that, I decided to... Oh, frozen. Yeah, okay. I decided to make more torches. And then after making a bunch of torches, I decided to go back down in the mines. And I went in Rafi's little rabbit hole this time, and I found some glow squids. I should have killed them, but I'm a nice person. I won't hurt a glow squid. Okay. So then I did a bunch of other things, and I was lost in Rafi's thing. I teleported Riley back up to the surface. Why didn't I teleport myself? No one in there. We're by a house. Hold up. What day are we on? I think we're on 14. One sec. Okay, I realized we were on night 14, and we were almost done. I just needed to get to night 15. So I took these mushrooms down, and then I brought them back up, because you saw how cute those were. I mean, yas. So then I wanted to make a flower pot, but I didn't know that it required brick. So I was like trying to search up recipes. How do you get brick? But then I realized, oh, you need to smelt clay. And there's no clay in that area. So I remember smelting clay from, I watched LD Shadow Lady's 100 Minecraft series. That's where I got the idea. And yeah, that's why I wanted to make this. Is that you hole? Okay. Do not go in. I won't. Pinky promise. Everyone makes pinky promises. Guys, don't break your pinky promises. I warn you, do not do it. Don't be like Poppy from Trolls. It's just too sad. I mean, wasn't the Trolls movie good? I mean, it was great. So I sheared some sheep to end day 14, I think. I think we're on day 15. Yeah, we're on day 15. Yeah, I think so. Because I remember looking at my levels, and I was at day 15. So I started to fill up my little beach area, but Xavier kept unfilling it, so I had to refill it. Oh my gosh, it was constant. BOOM! And yeah, so that was packed. I found another fine piggy sign, and I sheared more sheep. They grow their wool so fast. I mean, what? Then I started to craft some magenta beds from all the wool I had collected. And then we started to get towards the end of episode 2 of Minecraft 100 Days. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please like and subscribe, and part 3 will come soon. Bye!
I heard fighting. The strings together leads to fighting.